Good morning. This is Professor Anderson with a little bit of feedback on this rough draft. No worries about uploading what you have for the rough draft. That's why you do it. Thanks for the little note. And believe me, I completely understand. Life happens. So let me just go over. I have the, let's see here if I can grab the half of my screen. I pulled up the PDF that tells you, the components of the research-based report. So let's just go over that roughly to see what it is that you're missing. Sometimes making a little checklist that helps out. So you have that title page, you have the letter transmittal. You want to make certain that you follow the format. And I've scrunched this page into a half screen, so it could be in the correct format. One little note that I want to make about the letter to decision maker, what you want to do is say, enclosed, please find the report, give the title. This report is the culmination of the research you authorized last month. So basically you're just saying, here's what you're going to find in here, and this is why. Like you said, I could do it. The next part says, in general, one or two sentences. The report analyzes current and future collaborative strategies and offers, not seeks to, but do you actually offer, or do you want to try to offer? You have to be as concrete as possible. So, and offers 3 solutions or 1 solution to move forward, period. Suggestions to enhance business use cases by utilizing new standards. So just say like new standard case, to enhance business use cases by utilizing new standards proposed here. Just be direct. Just say new standards are proposed to enhance business practices, period. I thank you for your time and I look forward to discussing great ending statement. Oftentimes, many people will say, I hope this proves beneficial to the company. Well, of course you do. You wouldn't have wasted all this time, or not wasted all this time, or utilized all this time to create something if you didn't think that it would be profitable or something beneficial to the company. So again, the best last statement in a letter of transmittal is always, thank you for your time. Short, sweet, to the point. Business writing is more about concrete, clear, and concise sentence structure, and as objective as possible. You want to state the facts. So you're getting close to a table of contents APA style. If you take a look, I think it's week 3 where the APA style is introduced and all the different components. It utilizes an old Roman numeral outline formula. And so you want to make sure that you follow that in setting up your template. Your executive summary has come to our attention. Okay, first of all, it has come to our attention is very suggestive. You want to be concrete and factual. The collaborative, the Microsoft Teams collaborative platform is incompatible with our current interoperative servers. It's either yes, it's come to your attention, but you just want to state the facts. The most important thing about a research-based report is voice. You want to use direct voice. You want to use active voice to make sure that you are you're just clear and concrete, and you're very factual and objective. That's what a research-based report is designed to collect facts, analyze the facts, collect primary research, which is usually a little bit more subjective or a little bit more qualitative, and then integrate the quantitative and the qualitative to be able to come up with a resolution. And so that's what you're doing. The proofs of concept, again, I just can't get my head around what that is. I guess it's like a test run. But I think in your department or in your company, that's the term that you use. So good to use. You want to make certain that you're using agency lingo and institutional knowledge to make sure that you're communicating completely. So you want to make sure in your executive summary, here's our problem. And in general, it's a huge problem, and you would integrate a little bit of what you have found from your secondary research. We've noticed this problem before in our company, and we want to make sure that we avoid it. Here is our solution. And then you want to list the solutions. So in your background, right. Last 5 years, forefront of technology for its users. Again, you just want to be very direct about and use, just facts. Here's where we are. This is what we've done. This is where we're headed to. Move forward. Proof of concept. Okay, so you want to make sure that you use the same kind of subheadings here. The purpose of going through a research-based report is you have a title page, letter to the decision maker, executive summary, sums up what's in the report. The table of contents, introduction. Introduction tells you here's the problem. This problem is, inside of this report, I'm going to discuss this problem. I'm going to share with you how this problem is bigger than just our company. I'm going to share with you how this problem is very specific within our company. And I'm also going to share with you a couple of recommendations. And then the body of the report. What did you do for primary research? What did you do for secondary research? What were the results? And how did they help you to formulate a final, of recommendations? So what I notice also throughout here is your sentence structure. You need to make sure that your sentences are very long and dense with industry lingo, industry language. On the one hand, that's great. If this is how reports and manuals and technical writing is produced inside of your office all the time, awesome. But as an outsider looking in, I would not know. I'm having a hard time following. I think I shared that with you in your literature review. So sometimes when the purpose of not sometimes, but the purpose of a research-based report is to make it applicable. So if an outsider, I can read it and say, "Whoa, that is a big problem. I can see how this would would facilitate this issue, and this might facilitate that issue." So I guess the big general that piece of advice is to what I call break it down Barney style. If someone from outside of your industry is able to read through your report and understand the problem, understand how that problem impacts your business, and understand where and how the recommendations that you suggest would mitigate, would help that, then you're very clear. Right now I'm having a hard time, but again, I'm not in your industry, so I'm not really sure. You've already mentioned that you're missing a lot of pieces to it. So good luck moving forward. I know it's a dense last week of the class, but please, push through, and we'll make certain that I look forward to reading your final draft.